Bristol, Rhode Island has something truly special and truly magical around the holidays.
This is the Bristol Santa House. It is a program of my foundation, which is the James D Rielly Foundation. The James D Rielly Foundation was founded in 2017 in my grandfather's name, Jim Rielly. Jim Rielly was a very well-known person in Bristol. He was kind of our unofficial mayor. Everyone knew Jim and everyone loved Jim. And he was just a very welcoming person. He was the son of an Irish immigrant. He came here very young in 1927 at the age of 19. He came across a family that was living in a abandoned chicken coop. And it was Christmas time. He felt bad for them. And he went around town and he got together some nuts and oranges and some little toys and just some gifts. And then he cobbled together a Santa suit and he delivered Christmas to them on Christmas Day. And he was in the suit for the rest of his life, actually. He's the longest running Santa Claus in history. He's in the International Santa Claus Hall of Fame. He was Santa Claus for 62 years. And in his honor, we do a lot of the same things he was doing. So back then in the 40s and 50s and 60s, there were a lot of military families here because of the Newport Navy base, and we also had the Nike site here. And he would spend a lot of time with these families around Christmas time. And that's pretty much what our foundation does. Our tagline is bringing cheer throughout the year, and that's kind of what we do. So in his honor, we do the same thing for military, first responders, and veterans.
While the Santa House is open to the public, it does have a very special mission and purpose.
The core mission for the Santa House is for families and children with intellectual and physical disabilities. A big part of what we do is reaching out to these families, and we wanted to provide some kind of experience for them during the Christmas time. For these families, it's very hard to go to a mall or go to a photography studio or a place where you can get a picture with Santa because they have to stand in long lines. And it's just not a fun thing for these kids or for the families. So that's what we wanted to do here. They get to spend as much time as they want with Santa. They make private appointments with Santa. And that's pretty much the core mission here for the Santa House. Again, it is open to the public, but that's what we're trying to do here.
Michael and his supportive team certainly keeps the legacy of Jim Rielly going.
If you look through the Santa House here, you'll see a lot of pictures of him. His presence is definitely here. And you'll see a lot of pictures of him at orphanages and at hospitals, and that's where he spent a lot of his time. He had a soft spot for these kids, so that's just why this just makes perfect sense for us to kind of continue his mission.
Now, when it comes to making magic happen, it takes time, dedication, and love.
It is quite amazing how we're able to deliver this every year. If you look around, it's just so much detail that goes into the Santa House. We are very, very fortunate to have sponsors that will help us with providing free toys, updating the lights, providing new decorations. We try to change it up a little bit every year, but we're just really grateful for the amount of just overwhelming support that we get, not just from our volunteers and our board members, but the community in general. The town of Bristol has just been amazing. They are very supportive. We have support from the DPW, from the police, the fire. All kinds of businesses come out and help with bringing this and making this happen every year. It's a Christmas miracle almost every year because every year we're like, well, how are we going to be able to do it? And it just happens. It's just somebody comes forward or somebody volunteers. So I'm getting to a point where I don't worry about it anymore, but I have to worry about it a little bit.
The James D Rielly Foundation has special events throughout the year to support its mission.
The biggest one is our car show. We have an annual car show in August. It's really becoming one of the biggest ones on the East Bay. We try to change it up. It's a little different than other car shows. We try to make it a little more fun than your just average car show. And last year, I think we had over 200 cars and over 600 or 800 people, spectators that came through the car show. And that's a big fundraiser for us as well. But I can't stress enough how thankful we are with just the donations. We have donations that come through almost every day. $10, $25, $50, $100. We're just really grateful for all of that.
And all that hard work and support pays off in the most special way.
Santa gets to see the child's face and the child's reaction when they come in here. Santa also gets to see the parents and the grandparents' reaction, and parents and grandparents crying because they just feel it's an overwhelming feeling when they come in here. It brings them immediately back to their childhood, and they see their child interacting with Santa and just having this wonderful experience with Santa. Santa never rushes the child. There's never any time limit on how much time you want to spend with Santa. You don't even have to sit with Santa. The child can just sit in the chair all by himself and just kind of take it all in. There is no other place like this in the country. I know a lot of other Santas. I know a lot of other events that go on, and there are plenty of places where you can get a picture with Santa. But this is really the only place that we're trying to do something like this for these kids and these families. The one thing I would hopefully get across is that please be patient, because again, as I mentioned, our mission is for these families. We are open to the public, and we do want the public to come through and enjoy what we've created here. But just have patience that these are families, this place is for these families. No one on the foundation takes any money. No one takes a stipend. Everything here is free. We don't charge for pictures. We don't charge for entrance. This is our gift. I say that a lot. This is my gift to the community and my gift to these families.
It's amazing what you can do when you surround yourself with the right people.
So we have some board members that are really good. We have board members that are dedicated to decorating the house, and then we have board members that are like our construction elves. Everyone's got a specialty: fundraising, volunteers, coordinating those people, and then coordinating the families as well for the private visits. So I'm very thankful for the breadth of help that I have on the board. When you take a look around, it's like, this is amazing how all this can get done and ready to go for the opening. Because the house just magically appears. The house is not here all year round. It's at the North Pole, and then it just magically appears, and then it disappears after the season.
To learn more, click the links below or visit jdrfoundation.org.